Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
Coach, it's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with their opponents. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 45-yard line.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On first down, this is Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, and he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss.
Opposite.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Single. I got 19. Hey, team 6.
There's Breeze. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Yo. We're good. I'm forward. Ready?
Now Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Ready? Yellow waiting. 15. Check back 15. Squeeze, double. 5-1.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run with Sanders. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Breeze. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
First down at the 49-yard line.
We play to win.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Eagles 3, Redskins nothing.
Ready. 70 ending. Bang out. I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's Geis, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
56. Check 56. I'm here all day. Tight dog.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed
that.
it.
Super toe.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he's brought down after a very nice game. A game there of 30 big ones.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it. Hey, bring it.
Now a run with Geis. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here's Haskins to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd down, Haskins. It's caught by Aguilar. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
It's a gain of 18. And the Washington Redskins.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here we go with Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Kill! Smooth!
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Single slot.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Strong right. Out. 3 down. Out. $53. Hey, Charlie.
Breeze going to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Let's go, fellas.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready? Yellow waiting.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check 15. Check 15.
Kill.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Kill. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Slam.
We go 21.
Breeze now on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Reuben Foster racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
Ready. Yellow waiting. 0-2.
Watch that end. Tight end's right.
Hey, Wahoo.
You got 4.
Hey, easy.
Now Breeze on third down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On the ground, it's Geis. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They run again on 1st down, Peterson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Peterson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
That's another Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch the boot, watch the boot. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Check 52.
Now a run with Peterson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Shit. Watch the shit, watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
From midfield now, Haskins. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Trump.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for Washington Redskins. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch A-Dub, watch A-Dub, short.
Ready. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, after pick up the pace now, because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Flush to his right. Completes it to Lee. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, Geis. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
You ready? Let's get it together, Keith. Level. Watch the slant. Hey, let's go. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Keith.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 30-yard play on third.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. It's hauled in by Ellington. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 39. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Catch is made. It's Harmon. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
First throw of overtime for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
You ready? Here we go, here we go.
You got three down, three down.
Run.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
54. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Now what can Haskins do here in overtime? He's got Thompson here, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Haskins now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got a seal. Check back.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it complete to Thompson. A gain of 32 that time. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Check.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got.